Good.
Welcome back to Abundant Adventures. And it turns out we were right about the camper because it's way better that way. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you haven't already, please watch the Easter video that we said at the end of it. Also, while you're down there, please use your pinky finger and smash it into the like button.
We're gonna go swimming, right?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it. Let's go. Yeah. Who's bigger? Yeah? Okay. Alright. And then we've got the princess back here. Yeah. Are you playing? Oh, and there's Ben. Being silly. What's going on, buddy?
Yeah.
You having fun? Burning off that energy is what he's doing. And then Grayson talking as always. Good morning, everybody. Got myself some coffee, trying to finish it up. Nice thing is these mugs right here have kept my coffee warm while I made breakfast, cleaned up breakfast and all that. Ben, he's out with Grayson now. They went for a walk. He wanted to ride his bike, so it's good timing. Yeah, I'm going to finish up some coffee, and I think I'm going to put up, first thing I want to do is just put something up over that galley, so that way I feel a little bit more kind of enclosed, or at least, first of all, I got to get shaded from this sun. It is beating down. This is nice. This is blocking all the sun here, so it's not too bad sitting right here, but over by the kitchen definitely is. So I'm going to put something there and try to shield us from the sun a little bit. So here's to another day. Alright, I got my little awning up in the back here. Turn the AC on. It's hot out here, but basically this little room gives me, oh great, now bees in here. That won't be good. Ben will freak out, but there's no bug net or anything. It's just an awning, but it kind of gives me some shade and protection from everybody walking by. Alright, quick status update. So today's been kind of a lazy day. Got up, Ben did some riding around, I made some breakfast, had some coffee, kind of saw some of that, hung out, and then I don't know, we kind of just felt like setting this thing up inside all blacked out, and we watched a movie in the middle of the day. And kind of abnormal for camping, but it was actually really nice. Had the AC unit going up above me, and just kind of sat in here with my laptop, and it's like perfect. Yeah, it was really nice. Then when we got done with that, it was perfect timing. Some of Ben's friends, which he's made quite a few friends here already, were going by on their, I don't know, scooters or whatever, and he wanted to go play with them, so I let him go, give him his walkie-talkie, and he's on his way. So they're gonna go ride around and hang out, and I'll have to check in on him in a little bit here, make sure everything's going well. But he's kind of at that age where I can give him a little bit more freedom, so it was cool. You know what, I haven't even shown y'all the trailer really yet. Here, I'll give you a quick once over. Let's check it out. So this is what I ended up getting here. It's a teardrop style camper, Topo 2, made by Escapod. It's a fiberglass shell, and it's pretty small, pretty light, but it's got kind of all the amenities you would hope in a bigger, that you would get in a bigger RV. You got a spot to store things here. This is kind of where I put all my tools and different things. My gas is right here for the stove, and for the heat, this does have heat. This is all galvanized steel there, so it's not gonna have any issues with that. Let's see here. It rides on a really full-size grabber AT tires with a pretty robust suspension. Got a full-size spare, which I don't know if it's really necessary, but I got it. And then yeah, it's cool, it's nice. And then here, in order to get the kids a spot, I bought a rooftop tent, and I installed these steps so that way they got an easy up and down climb. And that's been awesome up there. It is really, really cool in there. Alright, so as you can see, it's got this little overhang for making it so you're not getting wet. It's got plenty of airflow with the front of it is completely open. It's got the windows and a hard shell top right there with a skylight and plenty of room in there. So Ben's in here in luxury. Pretty nice. You can open this up, and that's where you got your galley. And now you got a full kitchen, including water, spray so you can take a shower if you want. I have a refrigerator. Kind of pull these out. And then it's got all the food and stuff in there. It's nice. I do have, oh, right behind here, I do have a big 21-gallon tank for water sitting there. And then plenty of storage up here. I haven't really figured out how I want to set all this up yet. Just kind of threw some stuff in here. It's pretty amazing how really you really don't need any more than this space. I'm not sure what people are packing when they go, but I have not had any issues with space. You open this up, and this right here is a cutting board, and that's got your knives back there. The front of this area is this table here. It folds up and covers that when you're traveling, so that way it doesn't, nothing goes anywhere, which is true. Didn't have any issues with that. And then here we've got salt and pepper, just because they came with it. Put those there. And then this is where I usually keep my cleaning materials. You've got a slide out here for a stove. And here is where I have all my utensils, including this. This will break down and fit right here. Obviously that stuff can all get put away now, but it's just kind of chilling there because I'll reuse it soon. In order to give you some privacy, because one of the big things that I already learned was people would definitely watch you when you're cooking and stuff, is I have this tent here, and you can see in. I can actually zip this all the way up so nobody can see in. It's got sides for where you need it, and you can roll it up where you don't. Then I have this awning here for rain protection. The only thing I haven't set up yet is this goes around, and there's a big room that'll go in here and allow me to basically just have a bug room, or a free netted room, and it actually has blackout spots too, so you can have privacy. I have a spot to hook up for shore power. This is for the hot water and heating element. This just lets the stuff drain out the bottom here. On the other side is a spot. You open this up, can fill up that water tank. All right, let's look at the inside. So the inside has these windows, and I've got everything blacked out right now because Ben and I were just watching a movie in the middle of the day, so we wanted that movie theater feel. This is your bug netting material, but it's all done nice and easy. No zippers or anything like that, just magnets. You open that up and you can come right in. Over here to the right, let's get some light on. There we go. You've got your exterior lights, you've got your lights that are on the ground, and I've got an inverter. And then a panel for me to see what I got in there. My solar and my aqua hot. I've got cabinets here, another door, bug net and blacked out, and similar thing here. So this window actually completely opens up, and you get this huge area right there. You can open it up. Now what I've noticed is it's kind of a pain. You've got to unlock all these, push it up, and then turn these to tighten them to keep them open. I'm not really a huge fan of that, just because it's kind of a bummer to have to keep taking this down and changing this stuff and then putting it back up. I don't know. Not my favorite, but everything does work, and it's actually makes this place feel really homey with that light. My AC unit controls there. Over on the side is where I have all my stuff down in here. Here's the controller for that, keys and everything in there. It's got a wireless charging pad, spot to put a drink, which was really handy while watching that movie. You've got power right there, and you've got the same thing on the other side. And the really nice thing about this teardrop that most teardrops don't have is this little mudroom. So this, if you're getting in, you could take off your stuff, put your shoes and everything right here, and this actually has heat and heat down here as well. So in the wintertime, that's going to be huge for me. And then you've got hooks up here for your wet gear, or in this case, I actually have my gear, my sweater right there for when it gets cold at night. You've got AC power right there, and I keep my speaker there. If you open this up, this is where my laptop was sitting, and where how we were watching a movie. So this stand kicks out like that, and you just lower it. There you go. Now you got a stand. And then moving over here, this is where I put all my clothes, warmer clothes, and you know, just undies and all that stuff up there. And then if I get this thing out of the way, move this right here, you bring these down and you have tons of space in here. So this, that's a table right there. That's another thing for Ben for light. I haven't really figured out how to use this space all the way yet. Really don't have, I mean, I've used almost like a quarter of it, and that's about it. So that's got a lot more space. I should mention my power source here. I have a 2000 watt inverter with 200 milliamp hour batteries, and those are lithium ion PO4s or PO whatever, LifePos. So they will run forever, and they're super fast to charge. Anyway, so that's a quick down and dirty of this thing. You'll see plenty of adventures with it. I'm not doing a review of it until I've actually had it for maybe a year or two, and then I'll let you know what my final thoughts are on it. We'll see. I got to use it for summer to summer. Hopefully I can use it this winter and make sure I get some good trips in there too. I'll let y'all know how the actual four-season capabilities that this claims it has actually runs, which I'm very, very optimistic about it, and I'm excited to try it out. But ultimately, you know me, I camp all winter long, so hopefully I can get this thing out there. But we're gonna have ourselves a little lunch and then probably go out for another swim, so we'll see you. Careful with it. So you got salt, pepper, garlic, and mine's a blackened. So mine's got more spices, but I knew you wouldn't want it to be spicy, so that should be good. Just salt, pepper, garlic. You can try the this if you want, though. Dude, I'm about to eat that up. And you got pineapple. All right, we are back after having ice cream and quite a long day, huh, Ben?
It was a great day today.
Yeah? What was your favorite part of the day? It's a tough one, huh? A lot happened.
I was going to say in the water, but there was a snake in the water. So.
Oh, that's right. There was a snake in the water.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that kind of scared us, so we left.
Yep.
So, did you make any new friends?
Yeah.
And what friends are those?
Summer and winter.
Yeah?
They can't read each other's minds. They're fibbing.
Oh, they said that they could, huh?
Yeah.
They're twins, so that's probably why they make that joke. But, yeah, okay. And then what did we do? We had a really good dinner, right? Mm-hmm. That was delicious, huh? The salmon. And then we went out for ice cream. That was awesome. So that was fun. We had a great day. Probably just going to relax for the rest of the night. It is perfect out. The weather's been amazing. During the daytime, it's been a little hot. If you can get by the water and get swimming, it's perfect. But other than that, you're definitely looking for some shade. But yeah, enough water. I had some relaxing, had a good time, and I mean, Ben and I even got to watch a movie together today.
Yeah, and I got to do screen time, so.
Yeah, that was cool being able to do that while camping. So we're just enjoying every minute of this trip. But yeah, time for us to just kind of kick back, relax, watch the fire, and then see you in the morning.
Yep. Baba cheeky baba.
Good night. How'd you sleep, buddy?
It was a little cold, but other than that, it's okay.
Good. And did you have a good, nice warm blanket to keep you warm?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good morning, everybody. So we've been up for a couple hours, had ourselves just some, grab, a banana and breakfast bar, that kind of stuff. We're not even gonna cook breakfast this morning. I just not really all that hungry. Had a couple, just sat around basically in my chair and drank some coffee and listened to some tunes. And now it's late in the morning, and it's getting close to that time where we're gonna have to start thinking about packing up, unfortunately. I wanted to quickly just run through just a couple of the preliminary things and thoughts on some of the things that need to be fixed and or some downsides with the trailer. When I received the trailer, this had a bend to it. Now I know there's slots that are supposed to go in here and kind of hold this up, but this should be strong enough to hold at least some light stuff. This stuff is not very heavy, and so that kind of bums me out a little bit. I did not like that. I'm thinking if I contact them, I should be able to replace this piece and just get a new one, or I may try to put some sort of a weight or something to try to straighten it back out, but we'll see. I'll have to figure that out, but I definitely want to get that fixed. And then another thing is this tail light. If you notice, all these are really good, really nice tail lights, but this one's got moisture in it, and that can be a problem for sure. So I am going to contact them basically tomorrow and just make sure I get this fixed, addressed. This is magnetic. It's supposed to go on there like that, and then this is pretty strong. This stays on there really well, and then you're supposed to be able to put this in that, and that's how you take your shower. But to do it, you're supposed to use it out here, and there's a spot on the wall, and it just you just kind of find it, and then it sticks there, and it stays there. The problem is it's got almost just doesn't stick there. So I'm not really sure how it's gonna work. So I gotta figure that out, if there's a trick here or what. But when I put the piece in there, it just kind of falls out. Alright, and then another thing, and this is just a configuration kind of issue. It has very little to do with the actual trailer itself, but because I have the rooftop tent, iCamper makes them always to deploy on the passenger side. And the problem with that is it forces me to put my awning on the driver's side. And if you notice, when you look at campsites, every last one of them, you back in, and on the passenger side, you will have your awning and your setup. Now, one of the things that I'm considering doing to fix the configuration issue is I may leave that, because I really like it for boondocking and that kind of thing, and that'll be just fine. But maybe for RV camping, campgrounds, is I might get a little zip on here. Basically, iCamper sells like a mudroom type thing, or a room vestibule type thing, and it would come down here and deploy. So I might get that and use that for when I got the kids out or whatever, and that would be kind of another area to hang out, and then may or may not deploy that at that point. But I think ultimately having this back end is really what I want to try to dial in and make it the area to hang out. If I can get that dialed in to really be comfortable, that's what I would prefer. Just because then I've got my kitchen, I got my galley, and I could do everything in the back, and then I won't need to necessarily have another awning on the side.
Hi everybody, it looks like we're all packed up and we're ready to hit the road. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.